Welcome. How exciting to look around the room and see the community members that are here to support Gary as he makes this move to join us at the college is just absolutely exciting for us. I'd like to take a minute and introduce some of the dignitaries that are here. First, our Board of Trustees, President Anita Gabrielian. Vice President, Dr. Armine Hakopian. Clerk, Ann Ransford. Past President, Tony Tartaglia. And Dr. Vahe Perumian sends his regrets, but he said his thoughts are with everybody in this room, as he's also very excited. And I'd also like to introduce President Emeriti, Dr. John Davitt. I have a very long list of dignitaries. Gary brings out some very important people. I forgot our student trustee. Susanna, if you could please step Sarkeesian. The college has a tradition of the fact that our associated student president also is a member of our board of trustees and acts as an advisory role. So Susanna's doing a wonderful job, and we welcome her and thank her for being with us today. From the City of Glendale, our city manager, Jim Starbird. Assistant City Manager Yasmin Beers. City Attorney Mike Garcia. Glendale Police Department Chief Rhonda Pompa. Glendale Fire Department Chief Harold Scroggins. Clerk, City Clerk Artie Kasikian. City Council Member Dave Weaver. That's the City of Glendale. We have a lot of important guests here as well, and I had to smile. Somebody came to me and they said, Dawn, you know, you left your purse on the chair up there. And I'm like, I'm in a room full of cops. I mean, I don't think I should have a problem worrying about my purse. Anyway, we'd like to recognize the high-level officials that have come in to celebrate this with us as well. Chief Ed Skirvana from Burbank Airport Police Department. Chief Phil Sanchez, Pasadena Police Department. Chief Paul Hennessy from UCI Irvine Police Department. Chief Marilyn Diaz from Sierra Madre Police Department. Representing Crescenta Valley Sheriff's Department, Captain Dave Silverspar. And representing Chief Scott LaChasse from Burbank Police Department, Captain Dennis Cremens. Also very important to Gary tonight are his daughters, Melissa and Katie. And his brother and his wife, Rick and Sue. Okay. We're going to do an invocation, if everybody could please stand. I'm going to ask Father Atmachian from St. Mary's Armenian Apostolic Church to please provide the invocation. Father?
Let us pray. Dear Almighty, we thank you for this day, granting us the opportunity to gather here on this joyous occasion to witness the swearing in of Police Chief of Glendale Community College, Gary Montecuollo. We call upon you, O Lord, humbly asking you to keep our officers and the GCC police force and its chief under your watchful eye, safeguarding them from all harm as they selflessly serve to protect us and keep our college safe. We beseech you to keep all those who are in public service in your care always, gracing them and the police force with your divine guidance as they bravely serve for our safety and welfare with courage, dignity, honor, and respect. May the good Lord grant all those who are in public service, and especially Glendale City College Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, students, and the new chief many years of good health and lead them to great successes in their responsibilities. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you.
You may be seated. Before I introduce our board president, Anita Gabrielian, there's a couple thank yous I think we need to do. And I know this is Gary's day, but Gary is inheriting a wonderful police department. And I would like to first thank now Sergeant Aaron Kuraz, who stepped up last December to be our acting captain. And this was a very, very difficult decision, and a decision that she made strictly for the department and what was in the best interest of the department. And I really want to thank Aaron publicly. In May, we did some promotional opportunities, and Aaron became sergeant. And we also have another sergeant with us, and that's Sergeant Abu Ross. And I'd like to show everybody in the audience the wonderful, wonderful team that Gary will be working with. Our police department serves 3 different locations, over 1,000 employees, and close to 40,000 students in 3 different locations. This is Gary's team. And now I'd like to ask our board president, Ms. Anita Gabrielian, to please come up and say a few words.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lindsay, and good afternoon. What an honor it is to have all of you here on our college campus today to wish Gary, our chief, Gary Montecuollo, the best in his career, and we expect a lot from him. And every week we learn something better about him. And today, absolutely, we know that you are loved not just by our campus, but by this community. And to all of the different departments, to the city manager, Mr. Weaver, representing the council, and our religious organizations, Father Boskin, an old friend, thank you for being here. And I have to tell you, we are proud. We are a premier community college, a part of this community, you know, from the inside out, from the outside in. We are here to serve you. And it is from our relationship and our collaboration with you, the community, that makes us a better college, better able to serve the needs of our community, and with Chief Montecuollo, a safer community. So we wish you the best, and thank you very much for being here and joining us today. Thank you.
I know that everybody can read the bio in the program, so I'm not going to review that in full. But I do want to tell you some things that I learned about Gary that I know he knows, that I don't know, but I found out. He's got some great people working with him. Okay. First off, Gary taught babysitting classes at the Red Cross. And he mandated that both of his daughters participate. You don't remember that? He can type 100 words a minute with 2 index fingers. He once had long shoulder-length hair and rode a motorcycle from the Midwest to California. I think Gary decided that singing at weddings was not going to be his pursuit in life. Apparently, he was invited to sing a Carpenter's song at a friend's wedding and was never asked to sing again. Although I know he was invited back. He also apparently taught his girls as they were growing up to constantly say, "My daddy is a big, strong, handsome guy." As far as his evaluations and the recommendations that come to us from the city, he's had 11 outstanding evaluations as a lieutenant, 9 outstanding evaluations as a sergeant, and 50 letters of accommodation. I don't think I have to tell anyone in this audience that if we haven't found the most qualified person for this position, we're very fortunate to have Gary with us. His greatest joys, you guys are going to blush, his 2 wonderful daughters, his 2 brothers and his sister, and all of his cherished friends, everybody that's in this room. famous quotes, leave your ego at the door. I think I've heard Rhonda Pompa say that a few times too. And I also got the opportunity to learn a little cop lingo because people said if I was going to be working with Gary, I better know what I'm saying. So roger that, copy that, and all hands on deck. I had the pleasure of meeting Gary about 4.5 years ago when I came to the college as the vice president of instruction, and we were looking to develop some partnerships between Glendale Police Department and Glendale College Police Department. The purpose of the meeting was simply to set up a discussion and look at opportunities. Even at the very first meeting I had, Gary's knowledge of this community, his passion for his profession, impressed me. He offered any assistance he could provide to the college, brainstormed ideas before I even had a chance to really start thinking about it, and committed himself to contacting anybody on this campus with new opportunities as they would present. Over the years, my initial impression was not only verified but enhanced. Gary is all over this community. He makes the time to be available to discuss issues or ideas and consistently displays a high ethical platform of values in all of his interactions. Gary makes himself available with every question or request, and he always has this can-do attitude. Now, I have to let the board know, if you see me using my BlackBerry on the dais, it's because Gary text messages me as we're in the meeting if there's any issues that I need to be aware of. So last Monday, I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So he's always available. And I would be remiss at this point if I didn't thank Chief Rhonda Pompa and the Glendale Police Department. Did Chief DePompa offer to provide Glendale Police Department supervisory oversight to the college since March as we began this search and helped us out from a very collaborative platform. I've heard Chief DePompa speak. I actually had the opportunity to do interviews last week for officer promotions at the Glendale Police Department. And if there's one thing I know this chief has instilled in his crew, is commitment to the community. I couldn't tell you how many times I heard the comment, missionaries, not mercenaries. Yeah, it was amazing. So, I mean, the opportunities and the leadership that this chief provided to our chief is going to be to the full benefit of Glendale College. Gary's printed, his bio is printed in your program, but I'd just like to highlight a few things. Gary has over 30 years as a Glendale police officer. He has served in various roles that include police officer, detective, sergeant, and lieutenant. He's worked criminal investigations, tactical, personnel, and many community-based assignments. It was actually his role as area commander that really enhanced the relationship between Glendale College last spring when we were needing some assistance in order to make sure that we maintained the commitment to our officers that we were going to have a campus-based police department. Near and dear to the college is the fact that Gary is a graduate of GCC. So is Chief Rhonda Pompa, which is also another area that we're very proud of. And the educational foundation that he attained here, he really made his commitment to education, and Gary has a master's degree in public administration. Now, the icing on the cake for a college president, when you know there's a little bit of discord sometimes between police officers and faculty, and people don't always think the same way. Gary has been an adjunct professor with us for over 15 years. He knows our faculty. He knows the issues. If I say pedagogy to Gary, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and that's not police lingo, that's educational lingo. The combination of his commitment to the safety of our community, his long tenure as a police officer, his leadership as it's been reinforced by his progressive ascension up the ladder to lieutenant with Glendale PD, and the fact that he's already with us as an instructor and has been, in my opinion, makes Gary the perfect fit for this position. We're very fortunate to have you. Now, Gary, if you haven't changed your mind, I would like for you to join me at the podium. As I get the absolute honor to administer your oath of office. And we took it in steps.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. I, Gary Montecuollo.
I, Gary Montecuollo.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
and all board policies
and all board policies
and administrative regulations
and administrative regulations
of Glendale Community College,
Glendale Community College,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Thank you. You could be seated. The badge pinning. Stay still. The badge pinning. Don't leave me now. The pinning of the police badge is both functional and symbolic. It stands for dedication to the profession, the agency, and the community, and serves as a daily reminder of the oath that was just taken. As an educator, I took it upon myself to research what the badge actually means. The first is identification. The first and foremost meaning of a police badge is that the individual wearing it is a law enforcement officer. Only police officers are allowed to wear, or in many cases even own, police badges. 2, the symbolism. A police badge is usually in the shape of a shield, which symbolizes the peace officer as a protector of the peace and of the people. I thought this one's probably one of the most powerful. The location. It's traditional for uniformed officers to wear their badges on the left side of their chest. This is even reflected in the fact that uniform shirts have extra support on that side of the chest with guiding points for securing the badge. This is symbolic of the oath that all police officers take, and the badge is worn over the heart to show that pledge. The role of the chief of police is publicly demonstrated, and Gary was explaining to me the stars. So I believe you'll have the stars. He has them here, and they'll be on your hat. Now, the other thing I've learned is that the badge is put into place by an individual that the incumbent chooses for a variety of reasons. So at this point in time, Chief, I'm asking you, who are you asking to perform this significant activity?
I would be honored if Chief Rhonda Pompa would pin my badge.
Just say, girls, if you want to pin them, I'll hold them down. Well, come on up here for pictures too. You got to be part of this. And just pinch him if he squeals a little too loud. Don't do it from this side. I think I got a little string there.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Now, for everyone in here who knows Gary, he's rarely short for words. So, Gary, I will ask you if there are some things that you would like to share with your supporters.
I would love to. Well, I am very honored and blessed that all of you are here. It's truly amazing. I thought about this as I began today, and I feel like it's not just family, but it is all the friends that have been very supportive, and it is truly a blessing and truly an honor. And I'd like to first thank the good Lord who makes all things possible, and to my two daughters who've been very patient and put up with all my scheduling over the years, from getting called out to late nights to doing the work that we were asked to do. I'd truly like to thank the board and all the members for your support and your strength, and truly I'm here to serve you as my entire department will be. So thank you again. And I left an organization that's a very fine organization, and it has the top boss. Chief Rhonda Pompa is outstanding in his mentality and the service that he has to his community. And so, Chief, you've mentored and trained, and truly your dedication shows. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But I come to an organization that has an equally stellar and outstanding president. And the superintendent president, Dr. Dawn Lindsay, is just amazing. She has so much energy and so much vitality and so creative and so smart. It's just will be a privilege and an honor working with you, and I'm very grateful for that. But I couldn't do this without all of you. And I was thinking, as other people I've watched become promoted, and I want to thank those people, from my command college buddies sitting here to the other chiefs that have graced me with your presence, to my friends from church, to other family members, to some of my students from school, to personal friends, to all of you that are here. I'm just so grateful. We don't do this alone. We only do this through the help and through the resort of everybody in the community. And you know that I'm fond of a few sayings for those who know me. One of those things is truly leave your ego at the door. It's not about me. It's not really about us in the police department. It's about us as a campus, and us as a campus as it relates to the community. That's very important to me. I'm also fond of saying that if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Okay? You've got to kind of know where it is that you want to go, and you've got to seek to do that. And if you set the bar so low you trip over it, you really haven't accomplished anything. You've got to set the bar high enough. And that deals with both the integrity of the position, it deals with holding people accountable, it deals with holding yourself accountable. So I commit to my officers that I will be held accountable to you will to me, and we as a collective group, we serve the policies and requests of the board and of the president, of the faculty, staff, and students. You see, our mission here at the college is to make students successful. That's what we're about, because that's what the college is about. We just have an added component to be concerned about public safety. And as Dr. Lindsay pointed out, we've got a fairly large campus population, so it's incumbent on us to be on our game and to be assertive and aggressive to do the right thing at every opportunity. Chief Pompa has taught me a number of good lessons, and to him I give credit for the following. The first is we truly are missionaries, not mercenaries. And our mission here at the college is to ensure students succeed and to give them every opportunity to do that. The police department has the added mission, if you will, of making sure and ensuring that we keep our campus safe. We also have a responsibility, I think, to be proactive and engaged. You taught me, Chief, every contact counts. Every single time we meet somebody, it counts for something. And that, I think, is something that we and you do very, very well as it is. We hope to continue that process. We also know that we have to be engaged. Our supervisors are very engaged in the leadership of the individual officers and cadets and dispatchers, and I think that is something that we can continue forward. Again, I'm just very honored and very blessed, very humbled that you all are here. Someone once told me that it is important in life to act justly, to live boldly, but to walk humbly. And I walk only by the grace and the permission and the delight that you have been in my personal life, both professionally and personally. And I'm here truly because of you. And for that, I'm very grateful and tell you thank you. And again, I'm honored, Dr. Lindsay, to be in this position today. Thank you.
The men and women in your new division here have a surprise for you that they didn't want me to put on the agenda. So, Sergeant.
Thank you, Dr. Lindsay. A couple of things I'd like to say. Thank you all for being here, first of all. It was a pleasure and an honor. I was telling Dr. Lindsay earlier today that this is a very historic moment for Glendale Community College to have all these dignitaries, chiefs, city council members, board of trustees. It is an absolute historic moment. I started off here as a cadet many years ago, many years ago. And I've been here for 23 years, and this is the first time we've had anything of this type. I'm very honored and very humbled to be a part of this whole event. The other thing I'd like to point out is, if you look at the back slide, we talk about destiny. Originally, Sergeant Carrez and I were going to have a badge back here symbolizing the police department, till I ran upon this picture. It says Glendale Community College, or Glendale College Business Paramedical. And this was at, I believe at Glendale Avenue, based on what I see in the historic buildings. And you see Chief Montecuollo dealing with somebody there. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? Here's Glendale College, there's the sign, and there's the next chief, the third chief. Amazing. Finally, I met Chief Montecuollo many years ago when I was a police officer before I got promoted, and he was teaching a class, and he came up to me and he introduced himself as a lieutenant from Glendale PD. And I talked to him briefly, probably for about a good 5-10 minutes. And when I shook his hand and we left, and I said, "It was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Nice talking to you." When he left, I thought to myself, wow, what an awesome leader. I would love and I wish to have somebody like that person guiding me. They always tell you, be careful what you wish for. This is one wish, thank God it came true. Chief Montecuollo, it's an honor to be working underneath you. Sergeant Carrez and I are very humbled to be around you, and we have something for you. We were left without leadership for a very small time, and we always wanted any questions or answers. We always go to Chief Montecuollo, that time it was Lieutenant Montecuollo, and he guided us and he told us what to do, and our department has never been better. So Chief, on behalf of the Glendale Community College Police Department, we'd like to give you this present.
Very cool.
It's a stopwatch.
It's a stopwatch. It says GM.
And your timing couldn't have been perfect. So there you go. And also in addition, we also have the oath of office that was just read by Dr. Lindsay. We went ahead and we framed it, and it's signed by Dr. Lindsay and President Ada Gabrielian and Chief Montecuollo. So on behalf of our police department, sir, oath of office.
Thank you very much.
And one of the things that we highly take to value, it's almost like the Bible of law enforcement, it's the code of ethics. And we thought this is the most important thing that we have. It's the foundation, the symbol of our department and all law enforcement agencies. And on behalf of Glendale Community College Police Department, sir, we'd like to offer you this code of ethics. And once again, we'd like to thank you for being a wonderful person. The past 7 months that you've been here as a lieutenant, you've been awesome. You've been great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
When you work with police officers, you get the opportunity to understand their traditions. One of the traditions, I would call it a receiving line, but this is called a congratulatory. And my understanding is that our new chief will come to the podium, and as we're dismissing, if everybody could just kind of come up and shake his hand, welcome him, and let him know of the gratitude that you have for helping us lead this institution forward. I certainly have a lot of gratitude to have you, Gary. I'm very, 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 very happy. Thank you. So, Chief, does it start with your line?
It starts with you.